Good morning. How's it going? Today I'm going to be going to the San Diego Film Festival again to do some editing. I really don't actually have a ton of things planned because after the editing, I'm going to come back and sign up for classes, but there's really not a whole lot going on today, so we'll just kind of see how this goes. It's raining. That's kind of like, wow, that's kind of pathetic for me to be complaining about rain. I'm not actually complaining, I'm just pointing it out. San Diego in August and it's raining, so it's kind of unusual. How long has it been? Well, I'm finished. I kind of need to tell you guys something that happened. I'm working on this project for the San Diego Film Festival, and I was exporting a file, and all of a sudden, it just started kind of tripping out. And I was like, this is weird. I'd already saved before I was exporting, so I was like, okay, the project's fine, so I'm just gonna kind of close the program. The program would not close. And I was like, what is going on? Even when I hit force quit, it would not close. So I'm sitting there thinking, okay, what do I do? Well, let me just turn off the computer. So I turned off the computer, I turned it back on, and the hard drive was not being read. And I was absolutely tripping out right then. I was trying it on one USB port, it wouldn't work. I tried it on another USB port, and it still wouldn't work. And then I was like, I don't know what to do. Like, I was freaking out. I had to get out of the office. I was like walking around outside, just getting some fresh air, freaking out. And then I went back, and I was like, shoot, it's still not being read. And it's one of those hard drives where it requires power, so I was like, okay, well, maybe I'll just do a power cycle on it. So I unplugged it from my computer, and then I unplugged it from the wall, waited like 10 seconds, put it back in, plugged it back into the computer, and it got read. Oh man, I was so relieved. I had never been so freaked out in my entire life. I was like, what do I do? Like, this has never happened before. And I was like, if this is gonna happen to anyone, it should have happened to my hard drive, not someone else's. Especially the film festival, which had hours and hours of footage back since like 2012. So anyways, that happened, freaked me out, but I'm just gonna go home now. I'm gonna eat, because what time is it? It's 2:52. So I'm really hungry, and I haven't eaten anything since before I left, which is like 9:30. So that's not good at all. So I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna eat, because I am starving. All right, welcome back. Right now, I need to sign up for classes, because classes start on the 21st, which I think is Monday. And I haven't even signed up for classes yet. I double checked the classes that I want last week, and none of them really have a big wait list, and in fact, none of them have a wait list at all. And none of them are super full. So I'm gonna be going through and signing up for those today. I do actually need to get a screw for my image stabilizer. So if you can see here, I have the stabilizer, but there's supposed to be like a handle. This is the handle. So what happened was, it was in my car and it fell out and it dropped. So I have the ball bearings and stuff for this thing, but I've only got one of the screws, so I think the screw must have fallen out of the car when it fell out. So I need to go to Home Depot and see if they have another one of those screws. This is that screw. So if I can find this, then we'll be good for the image stabilizer. And then if I find it, I want to show you guys some really cool shots of it. Home Depot reminds me of when I used to live in Oregon, because when we got our house there, we went to Home Depot all the time because we just had to be upgrading stuff and everything in the house, so it brings back memories for sure. Ended up finding it very quickly. Was not expecting that. Alright, so let's go ahead and test it out. Boom! It works. We'll go home and test out the footage with the new screw, and then we'll get some sweet Steadicam shots. Yeah! It does make it look a little bit smoother than, you know, it normally would in like 24 frames. If it was a shot at 24 frames, I shot it at 60, so, but it's still really cool. The thing is awesome. It's right there. I've gotten really good at taking it off and putting it back on. I can maybe do like a tutorial of it later, maybe in like a future video or something. That'd be super cool. Anyways, that's about it. I hope that you guys have a great rest of your day, night, whatever's going on in your life. I will see you guys tomorrow.